Hello, everyone, and welcome to another IFN interview. I'm Bruello, and today I'm joined by the one and only Divine Xavier. How are you doing, bro?
I'm pretty good. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, bro. Thank you. It's great to finally have you on the channel for the first time as well. And yeah,
Yes.
so can you introduce yourself to the audience for the people who may not know about you?
I'm Divine. I'm a white light skin. I like white women. I like all women, but white women tend to be my preference. And I'm a young, charming, astonishing young man.
Amazing,
Not
bro.
really.
And
No, that's Cope. Fuck Cope.
so, how did you first get into content creation and boxing?
Let's see. So, in terms of content creation, I've been doing it since I was like 9. I mean, I don't know if you can see the Mario dolls back there. I used to make like
Oh,
little
yeah.
Mario plush videos and stuff like that. But it kind of just evolved over time to just random stuff. But it wasn't until I got into like the Twitter scene where I
Mhm.
was like, wow, there's like a serious lack of like content creators in the SCB small community. And so I just started making a bunch of content and it kind of just went on from there. It was kind of crazy.
Fire, bro. Amazing, man. And now, yeah, so last year you fought on CFL, which is Anthony Taylor's promotion. And after that win, Mams Taylor promised you a spot on the Misfits kickoffs. It's been a long time since then. So when can we exactly expect you to make your Misfits debut?
Honestly, I haven't been pushing for it as much as I should have,
Hmm.
but honestly, I think sometime next year would be pretty fire. I think sometime next year would be pretty fire.
Ooh, amazing. If you do get on one of those Misfits cards, what are some names that you would like to face?
You see, that's a really tough question because there's a lot of people I want to fight,
Hmm.
but some people maybe they're not as reliable, maybe they're not as willing. Like Bevo, for example, like I'd fight Bevo, but at the same time, like well, Bevo do not want to smoke, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I don't know. Fuck it, just give me anybody at this point. Like shit, like I need to. I think Misfits is lacking some serious entertainment, and I
Hmm.
think that at this point, fuck it, just give me anybody. Just let me just get in there, roast them, make a couple diss tracks on them. Let's get out the way.
Amazing. What is maybe the top one name that you want to face?
That's a really
Just
tough
one
question.
person.
Ginty, fuck it, Ginty.
Ginty.
Ginty or Lewis Bowden. Those two I've always thought, especially Ginty, because Ginty got experience in there at least. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Yeah,
that would be a pretty, I think that'd be a pretty good fight. But I don't even think he's fighting anymore, is he? He's
I'm
doing
not
like he's
sure.
like dressing up on TikTok or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's
Yeah,
doing
something
these
like
days.
that. How do you see those fights going?
I think any fight that I get is going to be a decent challenge for me.
Mhm.
But I think I am confident that any fight that I have, I'm going to win for sure, 100%.
Amazing, man. And now, before that you would make your Misfits debut, you have a fight lined up on Breakout Boxing on October 11th against Pat
Yes,
Typloosion.
that is correct.
How did this match happen, and what do you think of Pat Typloosion as a fighter?
So one of the main reasons I took this fight is because I wanted to stay. I didn't plan on being as inactive as long as I was, but I had kind of thought about it and I was like, oh shit, like it's been a long time since I fought,
Yeah.
and so I was like, I need to get back in this routine of fighting and training and all that. And so I was on stream and I was like, I'd love to fight Pat. 2 seconds later, Pat was like, yo, you trying to fight? And I was like, it took me a while to accept it, but eventually I was like, yeah, let's do it. But Pat Typhlosion is one of the biggest names SCB has to offer. You know what I mean? And I think that a fight between me and him just made the most sense. Me and him both fought Jason. Me and him both are entertainers. We both care about the entertainment aspect of the scene. So it just made sense for me and Pat to fight. And the biggest reason why I took this fight is because it's probably my last SCB fight, most likely
Really?
just because after fighting in SCB, I think I'm going to just go full force on the content again because I
Mhm.
have been for a while, but I think that it's very important that I branch out into other aspects so that when I do go on Misfits, I'm bringing more than just, Twitter, but I'm bringing a lot more with me. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah, so what do you think of Pat Typhlosion as a fighter?
Oh, he's pretty good. He's a pretty scary fighter. You know, you meet him
Mhm.
and you think, oh, you know, he's just, you know, this short little guy. First of all, I don't know if anyone watching this has seen him fight in person. He's pretty ruthless in there. So that really excites me. The fact that Pat is going to 110% give me, he's gonna give me a hard time, but you know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
Of
very
course, man.
fun. But you know, we gotta lay beats. Me and Pat are gonna lay beats on each other for sure.
For sure, bro. And yet, how do you expect this fight to go between you and Pat?
I think it's going to be fire. I don't think there's going to be any knockouts because you know
Mhm.
I think me and Pat both know not to get ourselves into stupid situations where we get knocked out. But I think someone's going to get hurt. One of us is going to get hurt pretty bad. We both got a pretty intense fighting style, so one of us is definitely going to get hurt for sure.
Wow, amazing, man. And now, I have seen a few people on like social media claiming that Pat is using you to get Mams's eyes on him. Do you agree with this statement?
I mean that was part of the reason why I accepted the fight is because I think Pat's very deserving of having a spotlight,
Hmm.
and I think that his he's very entertaining, and I think that Pat deserves you know the bigger opportunities. And
Of
I'm not
course.
saying I'm some you know I'm not the biggest person in the world he could fight, but I mean in terms of you know what he can do for content, what he can do, and you know what I can offer back. I think it's you know his one of his best fights in terms of the entertainment aspect and in the ring as well. So I mean, I think that's why Pat wanted the fight so much, is just because it's such a big fight.
Of course, man. And yeah, now, talking about the whole SCB scene, there are a lot of different promotions with great SCB fighters. Who do you think are right now the top five best SCB fighters out there?
Wow, that's a really hard question. That is a really hard question. Top five. Let's see. Holy shit, top five. Wow. As of recently, I
Hmm.
think top five, we definitely got to get Ant Mills in there for sure. Even though I don't know if he's still involved in the SCB, but Ant Mills is one of the top fighters.
Yeah.
Yaze Boxing, Divine Valley. Uh, shit, we got to get Pat in there. He's a middleweight champion. Pat's pretty damn good.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe some people from like the UK as well.
yeah. Oh yeah, the UK. Shit, that changes everything. Okay, hold on. Let me
Sure,
restart that. So
of course.
there's Ant Mills, Yaze Boxing, Jays.
Hmm.
Jays is fire. Dino is really fucking good. What is that? That's I said Ant, Yaze, Jays, Dino. That's four. And
One more.
one more. I think I gotta go. I gotta put Pat in. I gotta put some respect for Pat. I gotta give respect to Pat.
Of course, man. Out of those five people, who do you think is the most likely to get on a future Misfits card?
Honestly, I really feel like it's anywhere. It's gotta be either Jays
Hmm.
or Pat, just because they have a lot of media presence. I see them a lot, especially on. I see Jays a lot on Instagram. He's involved. I think he like he does music and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
true.
And I mean, Pat is Pat. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows Pat at this point. Like even if you don't know Pat, you know who he is. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
I think in terms of the UK scene, Jays is kind of the
Hmm.
same. I'm not very as familiar with the UK scene, but from my understanding, Jays is also like the same in the UK scene. Like you know of
Oh,
Jays. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
of
So
course.
I mean, yeah.
Amazing, bro. And now, staying with like pound for pound lists, Misfits recently dropped their top 10 pound for pound list with fighters like Darren Till at number one, KSI at number three, and none other than Andrew Tate at number 10. What are your thoughts on some of these fighters on this list? And do you agree with this Misfits ranking?
Honestly. And like, you know, you know me, I'm gonna be honest, right? The
Mhm.
list was decent. It was okay.
Yeah.
But there was some people on there that was just like, you know what I mean? Like, I love KSI. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like KSI was one of my favorite top content creators ever in the world in the history of life. But he hasn't fought since 2023. And
True.
are we really like? Look, I'm gonna be the one to say it. Why are we putting KSI on there if he ain't even fought in 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Mhm.
literally been almost exactly 2 years since he fought. We're putting him at top three. Like I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me. But it was a solid list. It was an okay list, but I think it needs a little bit more revision, a little bit more tweaking. You know what I mean?
Mm. And now, staying with the Misfits topic, about a month ago, Misfits 22 took place on August 30th. What were your thoughts on that card?
It was so good. That was a really good card. That was one of that. That was a sleeper card for sure. Looking outside, the fights were good. You know what I'm saying? All the
Mhm.
fights were good, but just the excitement that the whole card brought in general, it was just like wow. Like it was really good. Like that was a really good card. I'm
Of
really
course,
sad that
man.
I thought Saul Poppy was gonna put beats on Tony Ferguson, but
Same, bro.
that broke my heart, man. When Saul Poppy what happened to Saul Poppy. Early stoppage, but congrats to Tony Ferguson. But that was, man, I was bummed out. But that was a
Yeah,
really good Misfits card. That was a really good
exactly,
Misfits.
man. And what was your favorite fight of that night?
Honestly, oh man, what was? I think the Chase fight versus
Mhm.
what is that guy's name?
Nathan Marchon, I think it
Nate
was.
Marchand, yeah. That he was getting beat up, but that was still a good fight. Chase is really fun to watch fight. He's getting a lot better. He used to
Yeah.
I don't know, he used to fight like this, like he used to like
Mhm.
go like that. But he's getting a lot more like comfortable in fighting, and it's really exciting to see him like progress like that. And I'm excited to see what Chase Demore has to offer in the future.
Yes, sir, man. Amazing, bro. And now, outside of Misfits, there's this huge crossover fight happening very soon, which is Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis in an exhibition bout. What do you make of that fight? And do you think it's good or bad for the whole boxing scene?
I kind of have mixed opinions on it because I I try my best to ride for KSI as much as I can. That
Yeah.
that was a bad hand gesture to do while I did that. But watching Jake Paul fight's always a fun time. You can't deny it's always a fun time watching Jake Paul fight. It's always a good night watching his fight cards. And him fighting none other than Tank Davis it's gonna be interesting for sure. It's gonna be fun. But it's there's a lot of backlash going on, and I think that it could have some downsides. I think a lot of people are looking at it as a clown show, as a
Mhm.
disgrace to boxing, and some people are like, "Wow, like Jake Paul's fighting Gervonta Take Davis,
Yeah,
like this is insane."
exactly.
So I feel both ways, but at the same time, it's like I just I like the fun, I like the entertainment, I like all of that aspect. So
Mhm.
I think it's going to be good. I'm excited to watch it. I think it's going to be a good night. But also I can understand why some people wouldn't like
Of
it.
course.
But like at the same time, like it doesn't matter. Like y'all not getting in the ring fighting Tank Davis, like so it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like just watch the damn fight.
Of
Yeah.
course, man. And yeah, it's a exhibition bout, but I think Nikisa revealed that there is going to be a official winner. Who do
Right.
you think wins it and
Tank
how?
Davis. Oh, Tank Davis. He has to win that. Like there's no way someone's been boxing for so long and he's gonna lose. I heard it's in 12-ounce gloves as well. So I mean, if Jake could catch Tank with some crazy stuff, because there's a huge weight difference, but Tank, he's just gonna be so much more calmer, so much more smoother. Jake's so much more slower. Like there's just no way that Jake Paul's gonna win. There's no way. There is no way Jake Paul's gonna win. If Jake Paul wins, I'm gonna go bald. I promise you. If Jake Paul wins, I'm
Really?
going to cut off. Yes, if Jake Paul wins, mark my words, I'm cutting off all my hair.
Wow.
That is a
Insane, bro.
promise.
That's
If Jake Paul
crazy.
wins, I'm cutting off all my hair. That is a promise.
That's crazy. And that's a great quote for the interview, bro.
That is.
Insane, bro. Wow. And now, bro, so we're also seeing a lot of other promotions popping up, such as Aiden Ross's brand risk promotions. What are your thoughts on the whole brand risk thing? And do you think it helps or hurts the whole scene?
Personally, I really like Brand Risk. I think that Brand Risk is it kind of has like early Misfits vibes.
Hmm.
Obviously, the names aren't as known,
Yeah, true.
but you know, once you watch a couple cards and you get to like know some of the fighters and some of the
Hmm.
regulars on there, it becomes really, really, really entertaining. And I think that there's a lot of things that Branders needs to figure out. I think they need to have a lot more media presence in between cards to really
Yeah.
build that like community, kind of like how Misfits was really good on that, like
Hmm.
having like that like community outside and keeping the hype around versus
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
Brand Risk, it kind of only it's like up here for like like a day or two and then it's just completely forgotten. And I think that there needs to be a lot more content creation throughout, but
Of
it's a
course.
good. I actually think that Brand Risk, if they play their cards right, could be a
Mhm.
genuine competitor to Misfits. But there's just so much they would have to do to actually get to that level
Yeah,
that
of
it's
course.
just I just don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
Mhm.
But when you have fighters like OJ fighting on there,
Exactly.
what's his name, like Super Hot Fire, like
Hmm.
all these people that you come to know or like from the Misfits scene or like you used to watch them a long time ago and you see them fighting, it's amazing. It
Yeah, it's
is it is
crazy.
peak entertainment.
Yeah, bro. And also, I think with what you just said, I think one way that they could maybe improve is because at the moment, like they only do like the press conference on like Kick and then the fight night. I think they need to do a lot of more like content creation aside from that. Because I think it kind of hurts the whole product as well that it's only on like Kick and like nowhere else. So yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
a
I think maybe
big thing.
streaming it on YouTube as well would probably help because I mean I know some people stream it on YouTube anyway, like
Mhm.
third party accounts and stuff like that, but it's just
Yeah.
not the same. It's not the official account. And if they can multi-stream, I would highly recommend they do that. I think that would be very beneficial to growing an audience and also going out to the people that don't feel like watching on Kick because watching on Kick, it's kind of a hassle watching from Kick. Like I'd
Yeah,
rather go on
exactly.
YouTube and sit back. You know what I mean? And just chill.
Exactly, man. I heard that they're having a new event on, I think it was October 3rd.
I
And
think so, yeah.
yeah, and one of the fights is OJ Rose versus USA Saiyan. Finally, who do you think wins that fight?
Look, I have got to back my boy OJ every single time. USA Saiyans cool. I met him
Mhm.
at what was that? That was CFL 3 that I fought. Yeah, CFL 3. And it was good meeting him and fighting on the same card as him. But OJ, I gotta back my boy OJ, man. OJ is just he's just got to put the beats on him. You know what I mean? He's got to put the beats on him. But I
Of course.
think those are some of Brandon's top two fighters is OJ and USA Same because they're both hungry. They both are there to literally fight. They're not going to hold back. They're going to give everything they got. The first fight was crazy. The first fight, me and my brother were watching that. I was like, bro, this might be one of the best fights in Brandon Risk's history. And now they're running it right back. And it's
I
going to
know
be
it's
the
fucking
best fight
crazy.
in Brandon Risk's history again.
And now, moving on. I want to switch it up now. One thing fans love about you is Mini Divine. That is a high-pitched miniature version of yourself that you use in your video edits. How did you come up with this entire idea of Mini Divine, bro?
All right, so the origin story of Mini Divine is it's kind of weird. So, have you ever seen the videos where there's like the angel on your shoulder, devil on your
Yeah,
shoulder?
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I remember I forgot what I was doing. I was out and I was just thinking like, man, that'd be such a good video idea. Should I kidnap man's horses? No, don't kidnap man's
yeah.
horses. Yada yada, this, that, and the third. And so, I made that. And there was no ski mask. I forgot I even had a ski mask at that point. And so, I made that, and then the evil one won, the pure evil
Yeah,
devil
yeah.
won. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And so in the next one, we're both wearing the ski mask and he has the little ski mask.
Mhm.
And I remember I was just sitting there watching it and I was just like, holy shit, this is hilarious. This is unheard of. Like this is crazy. And ever
Yeah.
since then, Mini Divine has probably been in More than half of my videos. Mini Divine was supposed to be in my fight poster. My official fight
Really?
signature thing that I sent, I
Uh-huh.
edited Mini Divine on my shoulder. They edited him out.
No way.
They edited
That's
him out. I don't know
crazy,
if it,
bro.
look, I love AT, you know what I'm saying? You know, AT has done so much for me, but AT, how? I don't even know if it was him that made the call, if it was like one of the higher ups from,
Mhm.
the setup of the event. Whoever did that, whoever said I can't have Mini Divine on my poster has to see me. Has to see me. If I find out it was AT, I'm gonna be pissed because y'all know I love AT, but I don't think it was him. But I'm just saying, whoever made that call is gonna find out. They're
Exactly,
gonna
man.
see me. They're gonna see me. I don't care if it was Muhammad Ali. Like they're gonna see me. They're gonna see me.
Wow, bro. But yeah, bro, it's just crazy because Mini Divine is such a big part of your whole brand. And I have a question for you about Mini Divine. Do you think that Mini Divine could beat up KSI and Jake Paul?
Oh, I mean,
I think that I would.
oh, bro,
Are you surprised?
I'm in the middle of doing this IFN video. Can you please
What you
not do this right now,
mean?
please? I'm literally talking to this man right
Leo?
here. I'm talking to Leo right now. You
Well, I can't. He has questions about me. I can't. I can't be here. He's asking questions about me. Anyway, I think that I would knock out KSI and Jake Paul within 3 seconds. That's it.
Leo,
I would
I'm
get
so
both my
sorry,
fists
bro.
and I would boom right in their forehead. It doesn't even matter. It would be so easy. It would be so diabolically easy. It would be astonishingly easy.
Okay.
It's
Are,
that's
are you
simple. No
done?
difference.
Are you done? Are you done?
You want me to be done?
Okay.
You want me to be done?
Okay.
That's what we on now.
Leo, I am so sorry that he interrupted this interview. Just we can just act like that didn't happen. We can act like that didn't happen.
So I saw a clip of Teofimo Lopez thanking Divine. What was your reaction to seeing him thanking you for his victory?
Listen, man, me and Teofimo Lopez have trained with world champions together. We have scavenged the earth together. We have time traveled together. Me and Teofimo Lopez are like this. We are like this. We have literally went through the depths of the moon together. We have literally trained with Mike Tyson 3 times in one day together. Like it is
Wow.
insane. It is literally crazy. And the reason he was thanking me is because I had bought him a bag of Cheetos to eat after his fight. And that's why he thanked me. It's as simple as that's how good of a man he is. I literally bought him a
Insane.
bag of Cheetos and he was just like, thank you so much. And I was just like, I got you any day. I got you any day.
Wow, bro. Here is a clip for the fans who didn't see it.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank the higher power. I want to thank the divine, the universe. You know, I've been telling myself this whole week.
That's crazy, man. He thanked the higher power, Divine.
Yes. And Mini Devon. He must have been thanking Mini Devon.
Of course, man.
Must have been.
Insane, bro. So, I saw that you also make music sometimes. Are you
Yes.
planning to take music more seriously, bro?
At some point, I do want to take music more seriously because it's been a really good outlet for
Mhm.
things that I feel because when you're in this scene and when you're trying to be more upbeat and energetic, you never get to explore, the depths of somebody. And I think that a lot of people have a certain emotional depth that you never really get to see, and you
Mhm.
only see it when they crash out on the timeline or when they maybe they're going through something. And I think that it's a way for me to explore that depth and share it with people is music. And I've done that in some of my songs, even in like the Misfits diss tracks or even the Pat Typhlosion diss track,
Oh, yeah.
at first I'm starting off upbeat, but then I'm switching it and I'm flipping the whole entire tone of everything. And I'm exploring that depth. And then I'm switching it right back to something more upbeat and
Exactly.
positive and acting like I didn't even do that. But it's a good way for me to show what I'm capable of doing, but also keeping things like on a straight line, keeping it organized, and just being like, hey, I can do that. And one day I am going to do that. One day I plan on taking music a lot more seriously because it's always been something that
Amazing, bro.
I've loved doing. But I think I just need to wait until I'm a little more established to start really focusing on that because it takes a lot to
Oh
you know
yeah,
make
of
music and all that
course.
stuff. It takes a lot.
I know that for sure, man. Cause yeah, with all the songs that you made, like the Misfits diss track, Pat Typloosion diss track, even the KSI diss track, which song that you made is your favorite so far?
This is gonna. I hate saying this because I love John Mancard. Oh, he's not Mancard anymore. I love John more, but there was this one diss track that I made on John. It was just it was just so nasty. Oh my God. And then I had like switched to the beat and oh my it was just
Yeah, it
like
was
that was probably
crazy.
one of the best diss tracks I ever made. It was oh my God. Like I just I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what kind of I don't know what I ate that day. I don't know if someone put like drugs into my breakfast or whatever, but like I just don't know how I did that to this day. It was insane.
Crazy,
It was
bro.
crazy.
Amazing, man. And now, finally, what is a message that you want to share to your fans or even Pat Typloosion ahead of your fight?
Something I want to share with everybody. Listen, I understand I haven't been as consistent lately. I
Mhm.
understand I haven't been as present. I understand that I have not been active as much as I should have been. But that does not mean I have been slacking. I've not been slacking. Behind the scenes, I have been doing a devious, incredible amount of not only self searching, but I've been doing a devious amount of editing and learning and understanding. And I'm telling you guys, when I return, it's going to be it's unfathomable, it's unexplainable,
Mhm.
it's completely it's indescribable. It is indescribable. There's no way to capture the creativity that I have been that is embedded into me. It is diabolical.
Wow.
Diabolical.
Crazy, bro. Insane, man. Hey, bro, thanks so much. I really appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, man, I
Yes,
hope you
sir.
guys
I
enjoyed.
appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and see you all next time. See you.
Yeah, I
Man,
mean,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking fire, bro.
Yeah,
That
that shit was
was
good.
insane, man.